Frankfurt was chosen as one of the cities with the best quality of life on the planet. According to the Global Livability Ranking, from the Economist Intelligence Unit's, EIU, which evaluates the urban quality of life, Frankfurt is the best city to live in Germany, and the city is among the 10 best cities to live in 2022, getting the 7th position. But why the city was chosen? The criteria used to choose the cities are culture, stability, education, healthcare, infrastructure, and environment. Frankfurt or Frankfurt am Main was an important city in the Holy Roman Empire, and, from 1562, kings and emperors were crowned in Frankfurt. The coronation of Maximilian II was the first, and it took place in St. Bartholomew's Cathedral, also known as the Kaiserdom or Emperor's Cathedral. Frankfurt was occupied or bombed during the Napoleonic Wars by French troops. During World War II, the city was also bombed and its medieval historic center was almost completely destroyed. After the end of the war, the city became part of Germany's American zone of occupation. Today Frankfurt is a cosmopolitan city, one of the largest cities in Germany. The city is the largest financial center in continental Europe and a transport center in Germany. It has Frankfurt Airport, which is one of the busiest airports in the world. It also has one of the largest train terminals in Europe, the Frankfurt Central Station. Frankfurt is a nationally and internationally recognized cultural center and is the birthplace of Goethe and Anne Frank. The city has around 60 museums and exhibition galleries. It is considered a multicultural city, with people of over 180 different nationalities taking up residence in the city. It has the second largest Korean community in Europe. About 25% of the city's residents are foreigners. Before continuing, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This way we can continue to make videos for you. In the German education system, children are separated according to their academic abilities, usually at the age of 10, into 3 types of schools. Children sent to less demanding schools should continue in professional education, which is of great importance for companies. Children referred to high-level schools will be able to apply for a university. As a consequence of this system, the proportion of young adults with a university degree is lower and the country has more young people with professional training. Considering people aged 25 to 34, while in the OECD, 24% completed vocational education, in Germany the proportion was 46%. Regarding higher education, the proportion in Germany is 33% and in the OECD the average was 45%. Recently, these rules have been made more flexible and there are still mixed schools that bring together young people from different types of education. The definition of who will go to each type of school varies. In general, there is a recommendation from the teachers to the parents about the most suitable level for the child, based on the grades and personal evaluation, but the final decision is usually made by the parents. Frankfurt has 7 universities including Goethe University Frankfurt am Main, founded in 1914, and Frankfurt University of Applied Sciences, founded in 1971. At the University of Frankfurt emerged the Frankfurt School of Analysis and Philosophical and Sociological Thought. Everyone living in Germany is required by law to have health insurance. There is public and private health insurance in the country. 90% of the inhabitants of Germany have public insurance or GKV. The contribution to this insurance is 14.6% of gross income and everyone receives the same medical assistance. Private health plans or PKVs have a value that varies depending on the services offered, age, and contracted company. Public transport in Frankfurt is very efficient and is facilitated by the use of apps. The subway is the main form of transportation in the city. The tram or street train is a tram on rails. It complements the subway lines and shares the street with cars. The bus complements the public transport system and passes through less crowded areas. Transport by bike is equivalent to about 15% of the city's transport, which has kilometers of cycle paths. It is possible to take a bike on trains and subways. Generally, there are points for picking up bicycles, which can be rented, close to metro stations. There are apps that indicate the places to pick up the bikes. One of the apps is Call a Bike, created by Deutsche Bahn. After registering in the application, you can use it to rent a bicycle. The city is very safe and has a relatively flat topography. The streets are well treed, making any walk very pleasant. Germany's largest urban forest is located in the south of the city, and it is equivalent to a third of the city's territory, more than 8,000 hectares. An analysis by the Fraunhofer Institute for Solar Energy Systems indicates that 46% of energy in Germany came from renewable energy in 2019. Green energy production in the country includes solar, wind, biomass, hydroelectric, waste processing, and geothermal. The country has been trying to reduce the use of coal, however, there was an increase in the use of natural gas. About 50% of the energy matrix in Germany depended on Russian gas, which predominated in the production of electricity in the country. Recently, the country began to import LNG, which is natural gas cooled from other countries, Norway, United States or United Arab Emirates, to replace gas from Russia. Frankfurt has its own energy agency and has been looking to invest in renewable energy. It has a goal to reduce carbon dioxide emissions, but the presence of the airport makes this reduction difficult. The city has invested in increasing energy efficiency and reducing demand. Frankfurt has also been chosen by the consulting firm Mercer as the 7th best city to live in 2019. But Mercer firm ranked Munich in 4th place and Düsseldorf in 6th place in 2019, and both cities are in Germany. So the classification can change a little depending on the criteria used, and, if we consider Mercer's criteria, the best city to live in Germany would be Munich. Besides Frankfurt, that was chosen as the 7th best city to live in 2022, we have Vienna, in Austria, in 1st place, Copenhagen, capital of Denmark, in 2nd place, and Zurich, in Switzerland in 3rd, together with Calgary, in Canada. Check the videos about these cities. If you liked the video, leave your like, and don't forget to subscribe. This is really important for the channel.